Conor McGregor, the name itself is a headline. But this time, he's not making waves in the octagon. Instead, he's stirring the combat sports world with a shocking claim. He says he's stepping into the boxing ring to face Logan Paul. Yes, Logan Paul, the YouTuber turned boxer. Sounds like the headline of a sports drama, right? But there's more to this story than just another celebrity fight. Now, here's where things get interesting. McGregor is one of the most celebrated fighters in MMA history. Yet, as of now, his career feels like it's teetering on a cliff. Injuries, losses, and a long stretch of uncertainty have left fans wondering what's next for the Notorious. Is this Logan Paul fight his way back, or is it a move that signals something much bigger about where his career is heading? And here's the kicker, by the end of this video, we'll answer the one question everyone is asking: is this the fight McGregor needs to save his legacy, or will it hurt him even more? Conor McGregor is no stranger to the spotlight. For years, he was the face of the UFC, a fighter who could knock you out just as easily as he could sell out arenas. But here's the truth, the McGregor we know today isn't the same unstoppable force who once held 2 UFC belts at the same time. Let's look at the facts. His last big win was in 2020 against Donald "Cowboy" Cerrone. Since then, it's been a rough road. A devastating leg injury sidelined him for over a year. Add to that 2 back-to-back losses against Dustin Poirier, and it's no wonder fans are asking if McGregor has lost his edge. But this isn't just about losing fights, it's about what's at stake. McGregor's persona has always been larger than life. He's not just a fighter, he's a brand. And with every setback, that invincible image starts to crack. Some people say this fight with Logan Paul is a desperate move away to stay relevant in a world where younger stars are taking over. Others think it's pure business, a cash grab to keep his name in the headlines. But here's the real question: what does this fight mean for McGregor's legacy? Logan Paul, a name that sparks as much debate as Conor McGregor's. But let's be real, a few years ago, no one would have imagined him as a legitimate contender in any combat sport. Yet, here we are. Logan started as a YouTube entertainer, building his empire through pranks, challenges, and viral moments. But he wasn't content with just internet fame. He stepped into the boxing ring, taking on fellow creators and even legendary fighters like Floyd Mayweather. Sure, many laughed when Logan announced he was fighting Mayweather, but after surviving all 8 rounds, people started paying attention. Now, Logan Paul isn't just a boxer, he's a businessman and a showman. He knows how to create buzz, and that's exactly why he's the perfect opponent for McGregor right now. Think about it, Logan brings in a massive audience of younger fans who might not even follow MMA or traditional boxing. Combine that with McGregor's global fan base, and you've got a fight that could shatter pay-per-view records. But here's the twist: Logan's rise in combat sports represents something bigger than just another influencer trying to fight. It's part of a growing trend where entertainment is blending with athletics. For better or worse, fights like these are changing the rules of the game. Now let's talk about the buzz surrounding this potential fight. The reactions have been explosive and wildly divided. For die-hard McGregor fans, there's a sense of frustration. They want to see him reclaim his glory in the UFC, not step into what some call a gimmick fight. To them, facing Logan Paul feels beneath someone who once ruled the MMA world. But others argue that this might be McGregor's smartest move. Why? Because it's low risk, high reward. Even if Logan Paul is a tough opponent, he's nowhere near the level of the elite fighters McGregor would face in the UFC. On the flip side, Logan Paul's fans are buzzing with excitement. To them, this is yet another chance for their guy to prove the doubters wrong. He's already stood toe-to-toe with Floyd Mayweather, and now he's looking at McGregor, another icon of combat sports. If Logan manages to even make it competitive, his stock will skyrocket. Then there are the experts, and their opinions are just as mixed. Some see this as a savvy business decision for both men. With pay-per-view numbers likely to break records, the financial stakes are enormous. Others, however, are warning about the long-term implications. If fights like this become the norm, where does that leave traditional athletes who dedicate their lives to the sport? But here's the twist: there's already talk about what might come next. If this fight happens and Logan Paul pulls off an upset or even holds his own, it could open the door for even more outrageous matchups. Could this fight spark a whole new wave of celebrity-athlete crossovers, or will it finally hit a breaking point where fans start tuning out? So, here we are. Conor McGregor, a man who once defined greatness in combat sports, now stands at a critical moment in his career. And Logan Paul, a YouTuber turned entertainer turned athlete, could be the most unlikely piece in this puzzle. This fight, if it happens, is more than just a clash of personalities. It's a reflection of where sports, fame, and business are heading. For McGregor, it's a chance to rewrite his story or risk tarnishing his legacy further. For Logan, it's another bold move that could cement his place as one of the most talked about figures in modern sports entertainment. But the bigger question remains, what does this mean for the fans, the sport, and the future of these kinds of matchups? Are fights like this elevating combat sports or turning them into a spectacle with no substance? And now, here's my challenge to you, imagine if this fight actually happens. What would a win or a loss mean for McGregor? Would it be redemption, or would it mark the end of an era? Share your thoughts in the comments because this debate is far from over. Also, if you want to stay ahead of the buzz and know the real stories behind the headlines, make sure you keep an eye out for what's next. The world of combat sports is changing fast, and trust me, the next big moment might be closer than you think. Thanks for watching, and let's keep this conversation going.